we have the honor of introducing someone very special to our class. Tim Lynch graduated from UVM and began teaching mathematics at Milton High School in 2010, our freshman year. He now resides in Milton with his fiancée Christine, his dog Sawyer, and his beloved Xbox 360. As our class has journeyed through the 4 years of high school, Mr. Lynch has been with us every step of the way.
Nate and I have had the special privilege of having Mr. Lynch as our teacher advisor for the past 4 years. However, to us he has been much more than just a teacher. He has been a role model and more prominently, a friend. It seems only fitting to have Mr. Lynch as our speaker today. The class of 2014 will miss him dearly as we take the next step in our lives, but it is evident that our bond with Mr. Lynch will extend past the doors of Milton High School. Please join us in welcoming our honored speaker, Tim Lynch.
Thank you, Nate and Haley, for the introduction. Good morning and welcome, parents, family, faculty, staff, and of course, students of the graduating class of 2014. I would like to open by thanking this class for allowing me the privilege and honor to speak with you today. On my graduation invite, there was a personalized note that said, "Mr. Lynch, I can't wait to hear you speak. I will remember it for the rest of my life." Thanks for that. It has really helped to reduce my stress these past few weeks. Students, although the bulk of this day is meant to celebrate your accomplishments over the past 13 years, you must also realize that congratulations are due to everyone in this room. Congratulations to the parents and guardians of the soon-to-be graduates. I have had the pleasure of getting to know many of you from sporting events, drama plays and festivals, open houses, coffee houses, and other extracurricular events. The support you demonstrate on a daily basis is crucial to the success of the students here today. I can't tell you how many student scholarship essays I read stating their most influential person was a parent or guardian. Congratulations, faculty and staff from the elementary, middle, and high school. Stringing together 13 years of coherent lessons and units in a variety of fields is an amazing accomplishment. We should be incredibly proud of the group being presented with diplomas today. From picture books to chapter books to novels, and from addition and subtraction to the calculation of area between curves, we have helped these students accomplish amazing things. Lastly, congratulations to the class of 2014. You have had an immeasurable effect on my life and the lives of everyone in this building over the past 4 years. I had the privilege of teaching this group as freshmen in my first year as an educator. A fun-loving yet hard-working class inspired me throughout the year. I knew after that first year that I would continue being an educator just to have the chance to teach another class as amazing as theirs. My wish was granted this year as I got to teach AP Calculus to around 20 of them. They were just as fun-loving and a little less hard-working. One of the reasons I was eager to accept the position of graduation speaker was to have one last chance to teach the graduating class some things that didn't fall under any particular curriculum in Milton High School. Despite all being on different paths next year, there is one thing we all have in common. There is a steep learning curve ahead. Whether in the classroom or not, there is still an inexplicable amount of growth in the coming years. The following anecdotes are some personal life lessons that I learned after my own high school graduation. Hopefully, these lessons will give you a leg up next year and the years to come with whatever it is that you are pursuing. My first year of college was at North Carolina State University. It was here that I learned my first lesson, patience. My roommate, a sophomore, strike one, had scraped together a .5 GPA his freshman year and was on academic probation. Strike two. One of his unfortunate habits was to do dip, and he would dispose of his dip spit in Dr. Pepper bottles that littered the room.
Just like Dr. Pepper?
No. Strikes 3 through 81. And so I practiced patience, in hopes a peaceful resolution would present itself in the future. You see, cohabitating with another person is always a game of give and take. He dealt with my snoring, which admittedly is no small feat, and I dealt with his dipstick. Until the day came when he decided to drink one of his Dr. Pepper bottles filled with hot Dr. Pepper. Needless to say, the bottles were promptly cleaned up and the practice never repeated. My other lasting memories of NC State were unfortunately no fonder than the first. There was the April Fool's Day call home at 2 o'clock in the morning to my mother, saying I was going into surgery for an appendectomy, that I only wish was a prank. It's very hard to be taken seriously on April Fool's Day with seemingly exaggeratory claims. Then came the cherry on top, and my personal favorite, being sued by the Record Industry Association of America. Really, this is a sub-lesson of the larger picture. Don't download music illegally. Granted, roughly 60% of Americans were at some point involved, but it didn't make it any more legal. Just don't. You'll have to look back and justify the $3,000 CD full of Enrique Iglesias and Usher you gave your now ex-girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Hashtag not worth. As you may or may not have picked up in my tone, my freshman year was not an ideal time in my life. Towards the end of the year, I struggled being away from the life I had created in high school, my family, and yes, I'll admit it, my girlfriend at the time. After much debating and worrying that people would think less of me for transferring home, I made the decision to attend the University of Vermont in the fall for my sophomore year. It was one of the best decisions of my life and where I learned my next life lesson. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. During my junior year, I was invited to a Halloween, we'll call it get-together. I wasn't really the going out type, so I decided to put myself out there and join my roommates. My outfit was that of Happy Gilmore, because it wasn't hard to find blue sweatpants, a Bruins jersey, and hiking boots in my apartment at the time. The highlight of the evening was a text from a friend that read, and I quote, "My roommate thinks you're cute." And so was born the phrase, "love at first text." Had I not gone out that night, and instead opted for yet another night of epic gaming, I would have not met the girl who sits today in the crowd as my fiancée. Life has fewer variables when you take the easy road, but you won't grow as much as when you are trying new things and pushing yourself. The last lesson that I will share with you started 4 years ago. Always be willing to have your perspectives change. Believe me and my family, I like being right more than a lot of people in this room, but admitting you were wrong is where the majority of the growth in your life will come from. During my upbringing through school rivalries, there was simply a theme that my hometown at the time, Colchester, was superior to Milton. I knew even after my first day teaching algebra 4 years ago to this group of students how naive my point of view really was. Class of 2014, I would like to thank you most for your pride. Pride in yourselves, pride in your school, and pride in your town. You represent what it means to be a yellow jacket in athletics, academics, and extracurricular activities. You are drama champions and soccer champions. You have the highest kneecap scores for Milton on record. You have more students taking advanced placement in college classes than ever before. You have the greatest percentage of students pursuing higher education. You are making a difference. Students in younger classes compare themselves to you and try to attain their success in our better world. Remember my lessons if you can, but more importantly, go out and start learning from your own. At the end of the day, there are many legacies left behind by the class of 2014, but the one I will remember most is a chant. The chant, "Hey all you Milton fans," speaks to your pride, and your class will be remembered for it for years to come. In order to make the final transition out of Milton High School, I would like you to join me in the chant one last time. Really, join me. I'm not going to be up here by myself. Members of the audience, feel free to join me. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although this really only works here. Hey, all you milk fans, let me hear you clap your